What up, guys? My name is Kong, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Tomorrow War. It's an Amazon Prime produced movie. It's starred by Chris Pratt, and there's other actors and actresses. I don't always know the name, but it will be in the tag for sure. So this movie is essentially about the Tomorrow Wars. It's the people from the future come back to the past to recruit them to fight in the future. So that's the premise of the story, and that's it. I think it's quite easy and simple enough to understand. So let's talk about the pros. What did I like about this movie is that this movie is they focus on Chris Pratt and his daughter and his wife and his father. I like that because it's very important for the audience to sort of have something to anchor to, something to follow. Someone is something or someone to follow. In this case, Chris Pratt's character to follow. And I like that aspect. It's like, yeah, you know what? We're following Chris Pratt. He's being drafted into this war in the future. He's going in, and he's a former soldier. You know, he's been in warfare, so he understands the practicals, of being a soldier. I like that. What else? I like the idea of the future coming back to the past and recruiting essentially their grandfather, their fathers, their great grandfather or great grandmother. That sort of thing. I like that. It's an interesting idea. I really do. I find it intriguing. I'm like, oh man, nobody had really done this. It really. I appreciate it when studios pick movies or pick storylines, stories that are interesting to really watch, and it's kind of stay away from the the normal superheroes and rehash stuff that we get from Hollywood. So I like that. I give him point for that. I give him kudos for that. What else did I like? I like the creature design. It's really interesting. It's like they call them white spike because they can shoot out like thorns and stuff like that. They're really strong. They can run. They're kind of like they're really different. They don't quite resemble anything of Earth's animals. Of any animal on Earth. So I like that because it's different. They're alien creatures. They don't exist. They don't belong on this earth, and it's interesting. What else? There's scene where they actually fly like squirrel, like flying squirrel. I thought that was interesting. I'm like, wow, you know what? That's cool. I like that. What else? I like the action here. It's really, really good. It's very almost entertaining. It's great. You get in the thick of it. You're like, oh man, they going in it. It's sort of reminiscent of Saving Private Ryan, 24 hours or 12 hours. Hacksaw Ridge. It's like so most remind me of those great military movies. Like they're in it. They're on foot. They fighting against creatures that can literally rip them in half and shoot spike and stuff and just be overwhelmed by numbers. So I like that. It's like it gives you that sort of feel like, okay, boot on the ground, let's go. I like that aspect. I really do. What else did I like? I like the CGI of the creatures. It's part of it. I like that aspect a lot. The sound effect with the guns and the set pieces is really unique. It's different, It's like they go to different places. It's good for, the story that they're going to places, and it's not just one place. You're stuck. You need to have different set pieces so the character can go and do things, So let's talk about what I don't like about this movie. Is that first of all, this movie goes on forever, and that can be detrimental to the movie itself. So, and there's a lot of plot hole in this movie, and a lot of things that the movie does that don't even make sense, or the characters don't do it because they're just stupid. It's not well written. For example, the future past don't tell the present, say, oh hey, this is where the white spike first attack. Go back to that place and investigate. You think that they would be more strategic and like, okay, this is the source of the invasion, not the source of the invasion, but the source where these creatures came from. That never happened. What else? What else did they did the how could one female breed so many? I just don't understand. I wish they kind of elaborate on the female anatomy or her reproductive system, her reproductive ability to give birth to so many. They didn't never really explain. They did mention that there's other, but then they only captured one. I would imply that there are others, but I don't know. It's just kind of, I didn't really understand. So what else? And I thought that the female would be much more well protected because maybe she is the only female of that species, to reproduce. So you think that maybe the female will be like, yo, hey, protect me. I am the most valuable asset of the species. But it doesn't do that. There's not well written into that. So, okay, whatever. And then I feel like the species don't have variation of species. Let's just say, I guess you can say it's kind of like the ant, or the bees. They have the queens and they have the workers, and the fighter. They don't have that. They have mainly just the fighter. But then how did the female get fed? I don't know. So there's many things that I question myself along the way. It's like, what's going on? Why? What else? Another plot hole is, not a plot hole, but another stupid thing they do is like, why would you save someone when the jet is coming with bombs, like literally bomb that can wipe a city block, a couple of city block, like, you know what? Either I die or you die or we all die, it's just simply, because you go into the war, you're going against creatures that don't really care about society, money, guns, who live and die. We just kill you. It just doesn't quite make sense. Sometimes you have to. It's sad that it is. You have to leave people behind in war of attrition. The number game is a number game. You are numbered. It's sad that it is, but you have to go because you have the 12 vial and you have to get to point A. So that's what it is. Another thing is how they never really fully explain how did these white spike know where this location is. Yes, she's screaming and yelling. The queen or the female is screaming and yelling and roaring. How could they hear? Miles and miles out in the ocean. I just don't understand that whole part. None of the species can fly. They can, but it's more of a short flight. It's not a long flight. So I don't really understand how did the white spike actually eventually get there. They can swim, yes, but you can only swim so far until you get tired. As all creatures, we get tired. We don't have unlimited of energy. That's just it's almost a law of the universe, and you have limited of energy and limited of resources. So I don't understand that part. Is like, okay, fine, I mean, I don't get it, but fine. And another thing is so when they're at the end, I don't understand why did they just use the C4, blow the whole thing to pieces, and everybody get out, everybody live. But no, they don't quite do that. I was just like, oh my god, you guys are stupid. You guys don't even make sense. Like, if it were me, I would have got there, plant a bomb, fly out, get away from that place, and blow that thing to Kingdom Come. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. The characters are so stupid. They don't think like military people think, especially Chris Pratt. He's the military guy, right? You have another guy who's done 3 tours of. It's like, why didn't they just say, hey, yo, we found a spot, let's just blow it let's get out and blow it, and then we call it a day. It doesn't do that. So, and then another thing, the biggest thing that really it make me mad is how could people in the past get it? So they're people in the future come to the past, they station there, so they communicate to the people that travel to the future. And how could the communication work in a 30-year span? I don't understand that. Any engineer out there, any audio or communication engineers out there, please tell me. I don't know how that works, but I don't think communication can travel 30 years apart. That's just me. I don't think that will work, let alone our telephone doesn't even work sometimes. You even get little crackles within the city. So I just don't believe that. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna end the movie review here. What would the rating I give this movie? I give it a 4 out of 10. I enjoy that time. I don't enjoy that time. I question the movie at time. So it's sort of a mixed bag. It's like eating. It's not a great movie. It certainly had goods in there, but it's not a perfect movie. It's just too long. Some of the stuff that the characters do don't make sense. It's just, why would you do that? And it goes on forever. So it's not a great movie at all. It's just okay. So 4 out of 10, guys. I don't know if you should watch it, but I don't know. It's not that great to watch. So anyway, guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channels. I have a lot of content for you guys to check out. Please do so. Thank you so much, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.